In this problem, we're going to look at setting up this word problem. So we're going to create a system. We are not going to solve it, however. So if you forgot how to solve a system using elimination method, make sure you go back and revisit that topic. Suppose that there are two types of tickets to a show, advance and same day. We know that we have advance tickets cost $25, and then they told us that same day tickets cost $20. And then for one performance, there were 55 tickets sold in all, and the total amount paid for them was $12.50. So total amount paid was $12.50. How many tickets of each type were sold? That's what we need to figure out. How many tickets of each type were sold? So I'm just going to take all this information and I'm just going to reorganize it here. So first of all, I like to start with the question and identify what it is we're trying to solve. So how many tickets of each type were sold? And since the tickets we're talking about are advance tickets and same day tickets, those are my unknowns. I'm going to let X represent advance tickets. So again, how many of each tickets were sold? Therefore, I'm going to say number of advance tickets sold. And then I'm going to let the variable Y represent the other tickets, which are same day. So number of same day tickets sold. So those are my unknowns. Now I know when I'm looking at X and Y in my equations what it actually represents. So that's definitely very helpful in order to interpret your answer. Alright, let's take on some additional notes now. It says here that advance tickets cost $25. Don't forget, I'm letting advance tickets be represented by the letter X. So I'm going to say X costs $25. So X, remember, it really means number of advance tickets sold. It's just I don't want to keep writing it, so X is much faster. So number of advance tickets sold was $25. And then I'm going to put the other one, which is Y. Same day tickets cost 20. So same day tickets, which is represented by Y, costs $20. Next, for one performance, there were 55 tickets sold in all. Now you have to read in between the lines here. 55 tickets sold in all means that X and Y combined is 55. So tickets sold in all means when you combine these two amounts, the number of advance tickets sold and the number of same day tickets sold, the total is going to be 55 tickets. The last part says the total amount paid for them was $12.50. So how do you show the total amount paid for them? Well, we know that the total amount paid is $1,250. That's all the notes they gave us, so I'm just trying to organize it a little bit better. So we know what X and Y represents. We know that X costs 25, Y is $20. Combined, they sold 55 tickets, and the total amount paid is $1,250. So it definitely helps to take notes in the beginning because it definitely makes a lot easier to look at all this information. Next, I'm going to start looking at setting up my two equations. So I'm going to do equation 1, and I'm also going to write equation 2. For the first equation, I'm going to look at what they told us here. X and Y combined is 55. In other words, the number of advance tickets sold and the number of same day tickets sold combined is 55. If you read in between the lines, what that means is that the number of advance tickets sold, which is X, if I add that with the number of same day tickets sold, which is represented by Y, it's going to be 55 tickets altogether. So that's what they mean by sold in all. So it's combined, it's 55 tickets sold. And now I have my first equation. Now I need a second equation. I'm going to look at this information now. So the total amount paid is $12.50. So for this part, you just got to figure out how do you actually come up with the total amount. We're going to need this information right here. And we know that the advance tickets, which is represented by X, cost $25. Same day tickets, which is represented by Y, cost $20. If I want to figure out how much I made off of, let's say, advance tickets altogether, then I will take the cost and I multiply that with the number of tickets sold. That's how you figure out how much you made off of advance tickets. So you take the cost, multiply with number of tickets sold. And if I'm looking at, let's say, the advance tickets, well, the cost of advance tickets, we already said, is $25. and I'm gonna multiply that with the number of tickets sold. So how many advance tickets were sold? We don't know. We just know that it's represented by X. So I'm gonna multiply that with X. And then I know I have to add that, and now we're gonna figure out how much they made off of same day tickets. So same day tickets is the same exact idea. What does it cost for a same day ticket? Same day tickets cost $20, so I'll put 20, and I gotta multiply that with how many of those types of tickets they sold. Well, we know that the number of same day tickets sold is represented by Y, because we don't know the amount yet. So I'm gonna put a Y here to represent that. And again, they told us the total amount paid is $12.50. So when I combine these two amounts, I get $1,250. And now I have my system of equations. So I'm just going to rewrite it over here one more time just to clean it up. So I have X plus Y equals 55. And then I have 25X plus 20Y equals 1,250. And that is my system, and I can use the elimination method to solve it out.